Lucy was 7, wore a head of blue barrettes, city born into this world with no knowledge, no regrets. Had a piece of yellow chalk with which she'd draw upon the street the many faces of the various locals she'd meet. There was Joshua, age 10, bully of the block, always took her milk money at the morning bus stop, and there was Miss Crabtree and her poodle. She always gave a wave and a holler down to her weekly trip to the bingo parlor. And she drew men, women, kids, sunset clouds, skyscrapers, fruit stands, cities, towns. Always said hello to passerby. They'd ask her why. She passed her time attaching lines to concrete. And she would only smile. Now all the other children would say, "Hey Lucy, want to come play double dutch?" Lucy would pause, look, grin, and say, "I'm busy, thank you much." And well, 1 year passed, and believe it or not, she covered every inch of the entire sidewalk, and she stopped. "Lucy, after all this, you're just giving in today?" She said, "I'm not giving in. I'm finished." And walked away. The first time Lucy picked up that piece of chalk and attached that first line to the concrete, leaving that yellow, grimy stain to her fingertips, she found her passion in art. She knew that from that very moment on, exactly what she wanted to do, which was create. Before we can examine the importance and significance of that very first time, we must first ask the question, what is the first time? George Watsky provides an answer very well in his poem, Nothing Like the First Time. "The first time I ate an avocado was so amazing that I came." And that was the first time I came, so the only thing I compared it to was the taste of avocado, which is pretty much the same. Only one girl has ever really wrapped my stomach into pretzels. She didn't give me butterflies, she gave me pterodactyls. I'm talking terrible internal bruising, and the first time I kissed her was like the first time I saw fireworks, which is like the sky first kissing me in the eyeballs. In high school, the self-defense counselor taught us to defend ourselves against a rapist by sticking a thumb into the corner of his eye and popping it out like a grape. "Babe, for the chance to be with you, I'd pop my own eyeballs out and say, 'Here, I only have eyes for you.' So everywhere you go, you carry me around in your pocket, and anytime you need to pull out a handful of loose change, I get to wink at you. And 1,000 miles away, you think of how charming I am. Me, weaving blindly through LA traffic, you in some bullshit other place." But you shouldn't leave first times till the end of summer, because that first kiss is harder than the last. My love preserved a pterodactyl in a tar pit, the music over before it started, a lost guitar pick. I've stopped trying to match it, searching for that magical attachment, because marriages are not Disney. Bad marriages are sandcastles, but good marriages are McDonald's hamburgers. You can leave a good marriage on a plate in the sun for 50 years and it stays pretty much the same. The key, I hear, is to fight routine to make the smallest moments gleam and mean something. But a word of warning, the first time tends to make the bad times worse. There's the rub. It doesn't make things better, just louder. It amplifies a mummer. Great is greater. Greater is greaterer. Bone is boner. Sure, it's not a perfect formula, but the first time I kissed you, the door of your crappy Civic already half opened, you said, "I'm glad you did that." And I have a feeling for you, it wasn't the first time, it was just this one time, but I will remember that moment for the rest of my life, even if I have to arm wrestle Alzheimer's for it. And if I ever get the chance to kiss you again, for a second time, I'm gonna stick my tongue out and lick you right across the face. Because I already kissed you, but I've never licked you. And you'll say, "Ugh, why would you do that?" And I'll say, "Hey sexy, did someone just slap you across the face with a banana slug? Or is that big shiny trail first time on your cheek? Maybe we can go back to my place and get some first time on the sheets. It's worth it. After all, there's nothing like the first time. The first time's always perfect." Now that we kind of have a grasp of just what the first time is, we have to acknowledge that there's clear differences between positive first times, such as Lucy and her art, and not so positive experiences. Revisiting the story of Lucy in No Regrets by Aesop, we can see her growth and development in her later years. The following poem, Corporate Takeover by Visix, is an analyzation of a fictional character whose turn to drugs results in horrific violence. Lucy was 37, and introverted somewhat. She traded her blue barrettes for long locks held up with a clip, traded her yellow chalk for charcoal sticks, and she drew. Little Bobby would come to sweep the porch, the mailman who delivered every day at 4. She had very little contact with folks outside of her cubicle day, and she found it suitable. She really liked it that way. Now, every month or so she'd get a knock up on her front door, just one of the neighbors. Acting nice, although they thought she was a strange girl, they'd say, "Yo, hey Lucy, you wanna go get some lunch?" She would pause, look, grin, and say, "I'm busy, thank you much." And they'd make a weird face the second the door shut, and run and tell their friends how truly crazy Lucy was, and Lucy knew what people thought but didn't care, because while they spread their rumors in the street, she painted another masterpiece. Corporate Takeover by Visix. Mundo never signed up for this. Mundo didn't think Mundo be corporate drone as kid. Mundo come from skids, work hard to get out, go to college, and license and doctorate. But Mundo lose everything when Mundo sued for malpractice. Mundo start from scratch. Mundo realize corporate world only place for sociopath. But Mundo get job, perfect match. Mundo do all he can to get Mundo life on track. Mundo buy phone with eye. Mundo wear suit with tie. Mundo even have lunch with guy Mundo don't like. So Mundo get bigger office. A bigger place to waste away Mundo whole life. Mundo hate coworkers, hate his boss. Mundo es stressed. Mundo received third request to put cover sheet on TPS report. Mundo get no rest. Mundo feel bad all time. Mundo run late. Mundo boss ask, "Why are you not in by 9? Mundo no excuse. Mundo get abused and boss decide to make Mundo work on weekend too. Mundo need downtime, so Mundo start to take drug. Mundo just want to feel alright. Mundo just get a little high, just this one time, quit later, no problem. Mundo just fine, but Mundo lose control and Mundo not whole and Mundo needs syringe to feel void and empty Mundo's soul. Mundo boss ask Mundo where he go. Mundo take phone and smash through boss's skull. Mundo kill everyone on Mundo whole floor. Mundo not going to take shit anymore. Mundo not corporate drone. Mundo corporate takeover. Whole company Mundo own. Mundo in charge now. Mundo big boss man. Mundo say what allowed. Mundo take break. Join the league. Mundo story done. Mundo is fatigue. Unfortunately, not everyone's life can work out just the way it's planned. But the best advice is to follow those positive first times. When you find something that's meaningful to you, be it art, music, work, anything, chase it. Chase it and never, ever let go. You can always keep running because you know that passion will work out for you. Personally, the last 3 years I've spent it doing speech and debate, and I've loved every second of it and every opportunity and every door it's opened for me because I took that first step. Hopefully, we can all go take the action and end up half as happy as Lucy does and have no regrets by Aesop Rock. Lucy was 87. Upon a deathbed at the senior home where she previously checked in, she traded her locks and clips for a headrest, trading the chocolate stick for arthritis. It had to happen. Lucy pinned up a life's worth of pictures on the wall and sat and smiled, looked each one over just to laugh at it all. The visiting hours pulled in a big flock and nothing. She never spoke much throughout the spanning of her life, until the day she leaned forward, grinned, and pulled the nurse aside and said, "Look, I've never had a dream in my life, because a dream is what you wanted but still haven't pursued. I knew what I wanted and did it till it was done, so I've been the dream I wanted to be since day one." Well, the nurse jumped back. She never even heard Lucy talk, especially words like that. She walked over to the door, pulled it closed behind. Lucy blew a kiss to each one of her pictures. She died.